email you, John. I haven't done it yet because I need to make a new email.
I remember, yeah.
I did not know. I haven't watched this stream yet because I've been busy in the back, trying to sort out this phone thing. So basically, my story is quite simple. A lot of things have been coming back to me in the recent years, and a lot of things have come back to me since we've lost Virginia. And I didn't even know what democide was then. Until I heard it described, and that's
what's it called?
To me.
What's the term?
And I'm near the end of my life. Yeah. I've got
Jane. What's the term? Jane, can you hear us?
What was the term?
What was the term you're saying?
Democide.
What's that?
Democide.
Democide.
Demicide.
Oh, demicide. Okay.
What is that?
Demicide, where if you look it up, Shaun said it was, basically farmicide or interference, in your life with government and malintent. So ever since I gave my statement out, ever since my mum came out of her marriage to my father because she cheated on him with now King Charles's private policeman in his name, and I am going to name him. I'm sorry if that's not okay.
Wait. Maybe you've got the wrong idea here, right?
Sorry.
Do you have any questions for John this evening? Anything that you want to email John concerning cases, any names and things like that? I think we should just keep under the level because it's the Shaun Attwood channel that'll be liable for anything that's said.
Okay, I'm sorry. That's all
right.
So I can email you then, John, can I?
Yeah, just email me and then we'll deal with it from there. It's probably not best to put yourself at risk or whatever. I'm
touching base with you. I'm touching base with you now in the DMs on.
Do it via there.
Yeah. Because what I'll do, Jane, is we'll get this done right for you, rather than you having to come and do it this way. Yeah. And then we can get stuff out in a way that's safe for you and all the rest of it. I can see you've been messaging me, so I do apologize. So I'm in contact with you now.
I'm sure you're inundated with messages. I don't deem myself more important than anyone else.
No, do it through there, and we can have a private chat.
All right, thank you. I'll stay online, and I will watch this. I'll wait till you go, and I'm so sorry I didn't have an actual question.
No, you're okay, Jane. Jane, if anything, it's on brand for you. It's on brand for you, so don't worry. All right, Jane, thank you so much. All right. So we're going to bring in Pam next. Pam, are you there? You're live on the Shaun Attwood channel. How are you?
Hi, Ron.
How are we doing, Pam? How are you?
I'm okay.
Okay, you want a question for John or myself?
Yeah, it's just a question for John, actually.
Yeah, absolutely.
What it is when you were talking at the beginning about some of the people that have been charged with things that they've not actually done. Yeah. Right. Okay. So what I wanted to know was what actually happens then. For example, if somebody gets charged with like an unaliving or something, and then they find out, and then they get put in prison, but then they find out that the guy's innocent, what actually happens?
So there's an appeal process. So they've got to apply within 28 days of being imprisoned for an appeal. Now, the appeal courts are judges that are going against the judgment of a fellow judge. So you've got to have some sort of stonking evidence that comes to light, or it might be evidence comes to light that the police have lied and it's an unsafe prosecution. So then it goes to the High Court, the appeal court, and then they decide whether it was safe to carry on. Now, an appeal can go two ways. Someone can put in for an appeal and actually get their sentence increased, which happened actually, I think, to Rolf Harris. I think it happened to him. He put in an appeal and got a bigger sentence, or it might have been Stuart Hall, one of them, or it could be that the case is kicked out. Whether or not there's a review that that is conducted, if an allegation has been made of police corruption or malfeasance, and then that will go to the professional standards part of the police force, and they may well look into whether or not the police have committed perjury. Now what you've got to look at is that whenever there is a court hearing, people give evidence, and some tell the truth and some lie. In every single trial. Now, it might be that the police have lied and stitched someone up, or that the person says they're not guilty when they know they've done it. So really, what should happen is that if the person is found guilty and they've claimed they're not guilty and they prove that they've lied, they should actually get done for perjury, lying under oath, but they never do. But the risk is always there. It has happened to a few police officers that they've been caught out, but you've got to look at the whole judicial process from being suspected of an offence, which will come from information. Then there's an investigation, and then the person is arrested and they're interrogated, and that what they say is offset against what a victim or a witness has said, and then that goes to the Crown prosecution, who adjudicate whether or not there's a good chance of this winning in a court. If it is, that person is then charged, and then it goes then to a magistrate's court. If it can be dealt with locally there, if not, if it's serious, the accused can either elect for a trial by jury or a trial by magistrate, or it could be too serious that the magistrate can't deal with it and they have to pass it over onto what they call committal, which then goes to a Crown court, and then a trial is set. The police give their evidence, they're cross-examined by the defence, and then the defendants give their evidence and they're cross-examined by the prosecution. And then the jury are given the facts of the case, and then they go away and decide, did the person do it beyond all reasonable doubt? If the answer is yes, they get convicted. If it's no, they don't, or it could be a hung jury and it goes in the benefit of the defendant.
Right. Okay, that was a lot of information.
It's not clear cut.
It's not straightforward. Yeah, it's not straightforward.
No,
but for example, like just say if it is the police that have lied,
right?
So do they get charged with something? And if also do they get sacked?
Yeah, it's not instantaneous.
If they've basically said a person's done this and that person hasn't actually done it, kind of thing, and then they get found out that the policeman gets found out that they've lied, or the people that are in charge of it. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, if it's been proven that they've lied, then it should be handed over to the professional standards, which are the police line of duty group that we see on the drama series, and then they will then investigate it, and it could be that the police officer is perverted the course of justice, in which case that person's in a lot of trouble. But what it usually is, it's not proven that the police have lied, it's proven that either the case isn't proven or the defendant doesn't win the case. So the police are always getting accused of lying, and the defendants always themselves getting accused of lying, and that's the game. That is the game. It's whoever does the best performance on the day.
Believable.
Yeah.
And that whether you like it or not, that's how it is, and but, so to prosecute someone, there's a lot of effort goes into it, but you've just got to convince the jury, and look, there's so many gangsters who have gone on these podcasts and on these TV programs, and they've boasted that they've got not guilty. They've done it, of course they've done it, but they acted up. They played a good role on the day. They won an Oscar, and they got not guilty, but they did it. But just the police couldn't prove it. Listen, there's a world of difference between proof and truth.
Yeah.
All right? So, but people look.
Yeah, it definitely is.
There's when you look at the lying aspect of it all, the police lying, it's a spectrum. To what degree do they lie? Do they just make out they've seen someone try a car door handle when they haven't, but they know that person is an active criminal, and they just need to add that little, and it's called honourable corruption. Is it a bad thing?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think so, but the law says it is, and you shouldn't do it. But of course it happens. It happens everywhere. It happens, you know, if you're in charge of a building site and when everyone's gone, you take some stuff home. Well, it's theft, but everyone does it. You know, so I think when fingers start